Good morning, Sati Tribe. I'm Dawn, and it's Tuesday, and it's time to recharge. Sati means mindfulness. The practice I teach, Intensati, mindful intention, comes from the word Sati, or mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Why does it matter? Why is it important? How has it affected me? Why do I love to teach it to everybody who comes to see me? Because I've noticed it makes a difference for me. I've noticed how differently I think, how differently I feel when I practice mindfulness and when I practice meditation. So what is mindfulness? So mindfulness is defined as paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, without judgment. So you're paying attention. So how often do you pay attention to your thoughts every day? When you're driving in the car for hours, are you noticing your thoughts? Do you have a lot of distractions going on? Whether it's a story in your head about what you're going to say to somebody, whether it's a story in your head about what you had already said to somebody, if it's listening to the music, tuning everything else out. How do you pay attention? How do you tune in? I've noticed recently, which is why I'm bringing it up today, that my chatter has gotten a little louder, and it will happen. We're human. We go in phases. So that chatter sounds something like, it's full of judgment, and it's full of, are you sure you did that right? You should be doing this. You need to do this, this, and this, and are you going to do it good enough? And what if people don't like it? What if you don't like it? What is someone saying about this? What did someone say to you earlier? You know, the story goes on and on and on. It's kind of chaotic, right? And I've noticed it more lately, and I've questioned. I decided to be mindful, and I paused and said, okay, I'm not going to judge myself for that, but wonder why. What is the cause of the chaos in my head? What's creating more and more negativity lately? And I realized to change something different right now, that I'm not using my morning meditation as much as I used to. A daily morning meditation practice was completely energizing for my brain, cleansing. And it was interesting to see that shift, that, oh, what is sneaking into my thoughts? What are my thoughts? These are not healthy thoughts. They're not productive. They're not positive. They don't feed me. They drain me. And so I noticed with the healthy behaviors I've learned, healthy meditation practice, breathing, more daily yoga, more intensati, the negativity stops. It just stops. It's like I'm filling myself with other things, like the positivity, the affirmations, feeling confident. There's no room for that negativity to come in. So paying attention, being mindful, and noticing without judgment. When it comes in, don't judge yourself for judging yourself. Pause. See if you can identify what's happening, and then change it. Decide to think differently. So some of my favorite affirmations, I will put my hands on my heart, take that pause. Sometimes you can't do that when you're driving, depends where you're at. You just take that pause and say, okay, I love and accept myself. I love and accept all that I am. I'm confident right now. I'm connected right now. And we just give ourselves that reminder. Let the negativity go and take that pause. I take care of myself. I'm healing, I'm healthy, I'm happy. Find what words for you, words that work for you, and you use them to break that pattern of negativity. Daily morning meditation is, I guess I have no words. It's an amazing life-saving practice, and I practice, my morning practice is through Intensati. It's Sati 365, and there's a website for it. And I can talk more about that if people have questions. But it is the practice created by Patricia Moreno that guides you every morning, and it gives you something to feed yourself every day, to prime your day, which is what we're doing here on Tuesdays, once a week, those little moments. The meditation is a bigger practice, more commitment, but I'm gonna guarantee right now, you're worth it. So pay attention today. How are you mindful? How do you pay attention and tune in and be really aware and present in your mind and body? How do you pay attention? And how do you shift when you find you're in a position where you're like thinking, this is not me. This is not who I want to be. I want to think differently. I want to feel differently. And I have that choice. And just notice. I'd love to hear how it works for you. I'd love to hear what you're noticing with a loving kindness. What are you noticing and how do you make that shift? Have a fabulous day. Have a fabulous week. Stay recharged. Stay mindful.